Outside of asset freezes and travel bans on individuals, what additional sanctions could the West impose on Russia? The BBC says the British government has considered closing London's financial center to Russians. Then there's Russia's energy companies. European countries import about 80% of Russia's oil. But analysts warn that building sanctions around that sector could result in a full-blown trade war. And that would ultimately end up hurting consumers and companies like UK oil giant BP. And as the UK considers what measures to take against Russia, it is also looking at its own spending plans. British Finance Minister George Osborne has revealed what he calls his plans for a resilient UK economy. The country's annual budget announcement is the economic centerpiece of the UK's financial calendar. Richard Bestic reports from London.
This is the UK Chancellor George Osborne's fifth budget, most of them delivered against a bleak economic backdrop. The economic mood music this time brighter. Construction up after years of downturn, and factory output and exports on the rise.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer, the Right Honourable George Osborne.
14 months from a general election in Britain, Mr Osborne said he was able to sound a positive note.
The economy is continuing to recover and recovering faster than forecast. We set out our plan, and together with the British people, we held our nerve.
Despite economic growth and improved job prospects, most people in Britain want pay packets to be more in line with household costs.
Spending power is about 7 to 8% lower than it started before the financial crisis. Earnings should grow faster than inflation this year for the first time over that period.
However, the Chancellor says austerity isn't over yet in this, the world's sixth largest economy.
Yes, the deficit is down by a third. Now, in the coming year, it will be down by a half. But it is still one of the highest in Europe, so today we take further action to bring it down.
Nevertheless, Britain's budget watchdog, the Office for Budget Responsibility, predicts the UK economy will grow 2.7% this year.
Along with a sound economy, Britain's Chancellor of the Exchequer says the country needs a sound pound. So, after 30 years of service, this little fellow is being replaced.
Instead, the pound in Britain's pocket will look like this, a 12-sided coin harking back to the old threepenny bit from the days before Britain even had a decimal currency. Richard Bestic, CCTV, London.